What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are your hosts, the Distorted Theorists, and today, the biggest trailer of all time.
Oh my God.
Probably dropped. Grand Theft Auto 6. Peter, I know you've been waiting for this one, waiting for the trailer. We got a couple announcements, which I'll throw over to you in a second. But before we do, as always, if you want to support our channel, we do appreciate if you would just take 1 second to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave us a comment down below. How pumped were you today?
Oh my God. I was on a walk with the dog. Phone was on airplane mode. Turned it back when I came on, and there was a little message from Rockstar on the Messenger being like, oh, by the way, we just released a new trailer. This is going to be...
This is huge.
And you can come for me in the comments.
This is huge.
This is going to be the biggest entertainment release of all time. This is bigger than Avengers Doomsday. This is bigger than Avengers Endgame Infinity War.
Sad to say.
All of this stuff. This is huge. The amount of money, the machine that is Rockstar Games with GTA 5 and online has just been a steamroll, and this has been in development for a number of years with a bunch of teases, and we got a teaser trailer like a year ago, and it
got like 200 and something million views. And you know what? The anticipation has built long enough. So without further ado, let's get into the trailer, reaction, review, and breakdown for Grand Theft Auto 6 right now. Duh.
Whoa.
Whoa. What the fuck you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Well, that's why you came by?
Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason.
Is this in-game?
Well, yes, but it's... No, I think this is more of a cinematic trailer. I don't, unless...
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
Lucia.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I think you heard before.
Could be in game.
He might have.
No, this is definitely in-game cinematics.
Hey.
Hey.
He looks like...
Hands above your head, now!
You, stay!
Oh yeah, this is definitely...
The new beginnings.
You make me news, isn't it? Trust me, this place is just the start for us.
But it's the same thing that they did for...
The only thing that matters is who you know and what you got.
Gonna do this? We're doing it right.
They got the jiggle physics down.
Yo, D, this full effect? They got your name, address, they got everything. Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
Well,
We got this.
We got it.
Damn! See, like...
That's right out of Fast and Furious.
They brought back the phone.
Come to Phil's Ammunition today. We got more guns than the law allows.
Hey.
How big is this trailer? Not. It is, but this is pretty sure.
Hey, if you got
Seeing
friends,
screenshots of that.
please.
This is... Oh my God. Wow. And you know, where this is Rockstar, like they have pumped everything into this. It's been my theory that every single game that Rockstar brings out that is not a Grand Theft Auto game, so Red Dead, LA Noire, Table Tennis, all these different ones are games that are basically showing like, we're doing this to showcase what we're working on for GTA.
Right.
GTA is clearly their moneymaker.
Placeholders, essentially.
We do know that Red Dead Redemption is a franchise within the Rockstar thing, but they're still like they don't support Red Dead like they support GTA. GTA came out 12, 13 years ago, and this is being delayed another year, which sucks because a lot of companies were moving their game.
I was going to say, let's address that elephant in the room. I mean, they did announce just this week that it was delayed by a year, but then, of course, out of nowhere, shocks the world.
Well,
I didn't see it coming.
I knew they were going to be doing this because they said info to share within the next couple of days.
But what do you think that means? Let's talk about why the delay. Is it an optimistic delay or
no, it is. They've already announced why. It's because the developers and the coders and all the people that have been working on the game, they're doing this to avoid the crunch because the original plan was to have this out this holiday season. So much so because it was confirmed because a lot of other companies were moving their game releases up a couple of weeks or back a couple of weeks to not compete with this because they would just be completely overshadowed by this. But then they came out the other day and they said, this is what it was. We're waiting until May of next year, late May. And then a couple of industry insiders have come out with statements saying that the reason that they did this is because they were trying to avoid the crunch that comes with trying to push the game out. And it was like with it's not that there's a ton to do, but they just don't want to get them burned out and have something missed and then be like, oh, by the way, in 3 weeks, we're going to release photo mode. Like they want everything to be ready for it.
There's also another thing that I always wonder, maybe you can shed some light on, or maybe someone in the comments can, is GTA started off as a game where you could steal cars and beat up hookers, right?
Yeah, because it was top down.
At what point did this become the It franchise? Like
5.
So basically it was just like, this is okay, snowball, and then like boom?
Well, no.
Or like when did we really see this take off? Because I know
GTA
San
3.
Andreas and Vice City was just crazy.
GTA 3 was the first one when it finally went like, oh, it's 3D and like you could snipe someone from a rooftop and pop their head off and then go around and find all the tapes. You could do that in all the other ones too, but it was always top down.
Right.
So then 3 was the first 3D one, which like blew people away because like at the time, the old ones were just like, go over here and rob that bank. And you would just do that. But this one, now you kind of connected with the characters. So then Vice City came out, which was probably the most famous.
So story integration kind of took off a little bit. Okay, yep.
So Vice City was then brought back the map, the location in Miami or basically Vice City.
Which this one seems to dabble
well,
in
it
as
is.
well.
It is.
Right?
It's the same one.
Exactly.
As far as we know.
Funny that it's VI. Voice, but anyway.
So that one basically went back to the 80s, so it kind of time skipped or time hopped or whatever, and people really enjoyed it because it was really zany. Then we went to San Andreas, which got the RPG element, of which you would start to like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym, and then you guys can become faster and stronger.
I think that game held some grit. Almost, you know what I mean? So you got away from the, like you said, the
and
neons of it all, but you know.
Then you had 4, which was a much more realistic one, which people like they enjoyed, but they didn't. They had a hard time of driving. And then 5 came out, which was the industry leader because it was GTA Online. It was like, here's Grand Theft Auto 5,
right? And I mean, and at the turn of the online century, we'll call it for lack of
well, they still had that in 4.
Yeah, but I mean, by the time 5 came out, I mean, you're getting Fortnite, Warzone, all these other games, and then you're just like, wait, GTA Online? Okay. I mean, I can remember my buddies messaging me and being like, I'm in a semi-truck hauling $1 million worth of cash. Like, what do I do here? And, you know, it's something we said, like you said, and you build that online community. But something also that 5 did was just, they brought in this huge map. I mean, you could go anywhere. You could go anywhere.
You played as 3 characters that you could swap from whenever you wanted, but there were certain times you could do it in missions.
This one seems like a deuce
We've
swap,
got 2. But again, are we going to swap between the 2? Are we going to play as Lucia? Are we going to play as Jason? I think his name?
I think this was also mentioned when the original teaser trailer came out a year ago. Very Bonnie and Clyde-esque. Is that like, what theme do you think this game's going to carry now when we get into it, like storyline?
He's clearly been in the system before because the guard was saying like, you look familiar. You might know me.
Right.
And then he's picking up Lucia.
Bam.
But once again in this system, it seems to be like, what are we going to do to get ahead? And this is the only way that seems to make sense. But the
corrective system hasn't worked yet.
I mean, he seems to be a bit of the muscle, but they have someone that's working as their planner. Yeah. But then she's also the body that's getting stuff done as well.
Right.
But it was
not just
again
a pretty face.
Nice in true GTA fashion of how the trailer starts off. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a nice little bayou.
Yeah,
we go fishing, and then we're gonna lift some weights and get someone out of prison. And we're pulling off heists. Now we're on a yacht. Now things are happening, and then and
the empire, your empire beast is created.
Yeah,
but as we sat here watching the trailer, I know that both of us were a little baffled of, is this in-game footage? Is it cinematics? And you know what the funny thing is? We don't truly
I
know.
think it is, because I think what this is going to be, unfortunately for you and I, is this is something that's going to be on like PS5 Pro. I think where they're showing more PC graphics. I do. I don't think
whatever they've done here is just.
And if it is, if this is available for the normal X and PS5 at that point, and then it's going to be even better. Holy jeez, that's insane. We didn't get to see much of what the actual gameplay. We just got to see cinematics and stuff that can be happening in game. I'm wondering if they're showing certain things, like we saw a mechanic.
Can you hook up in this game like full on?
Probably.
Whoa.
Because you almost could. You almost could in 5. Once they released the third person part of it with the enhanced edition that they did for PS4. But when they. Like we saw, the cell phone is obviously making a return. It's going to be in this anyways because of the age that we live in. I'm pretty sure, well, we saw Jason at the beginning lifting weights. Yeah. So is that going to be, again, they're bringing that back from San Andreas where like, okay, I want to be stronger now. So you're going to take time out of your game to actually lift weights. And then you'll be like, okay, I've got +1 to strength now. Can you run faster? You're going to be a hard time. You're going to, the more you shoot, the better shot you're going to be, like you would be in GTA Online. The
bottom line is the bar is being set. Like, I mean, other games got to be soon following this mechanic, do they not?
Well, now hold on. Now GTA is its own game in its own right.
Right.
No one really tries to compete. There are clones. There was Rock A City. There's a game coming out soon. I can't remember the name of it, but it has the guy from Mafia 3 in it. And the Mafia games are GTA clones, even though they are their own games. Right. I'll give them that. But when you've got this like open world crime, trying to build your criminal empire. Watch Dogs did a part of that too. And it was all this kind of stuff, but GTA is its own thing. Now, it's the biggest entertainment release because everyone loves playing GTA. There were times you get home from school. I still remember doing that, like before I started working my career. You get home, like, I just want to drive around GTA.
Yeah, and that's the good thing about this game is you really get two sides of a coin. You can like, all right, I'm going to focus down, do campaign, story mode, missions, or do I want to try to beat up someone, take their Lamborghini and fly off this roof and try to land in the ocean? And it doesn't matter. You can do it.
And again, like that's what Rockstar games are. They do their own thing. There's Red Dead. There's LA Noire. There's all these other games that have come out. Missing the agent game. They still need to make that. But again, this is its own entity. Like people are like, well, what are we going to compete with? Like Borderlands 4 is rumored to have moved their release date up 2 weeks, not to compete with this, even though Pitchford said, no, I don't think so. Okay, whatever. Around the similar time was going to be the Ghost of Yotai, which is the sequel. To Tsushima, which is an amazing game, and Yotai is going to be an amazing game as well. So every game is going to be good in its own right for what people like, but this is going to pique the interest of damn near anyone. I don't know very many people that are like, ugh, I don't like GTA.
Well, you know what, Peter? It's days like these that really makes it true to be a good gamer right now. It's a great time to be a gamer because there's, like you said, you just listed off a bunch of titles.
So good.
We're already dealing with, as you know, I'm in the middle of Claire Obscure Expedition 33, which is getting crazy reviews.
Yeah, South of Midnight, the Oblivion remaster, which came out with that is not even a remaster. They just announced the Gears of War Reloaded remaster, remake, whatever they want to call it, is going to be coming out in August. Not only to Xbox, but to PlayStation. That's the first time that Gears has been on PlayStation. Huge. We've got Borderlands 4, we've got Ghost of Yotai, we've got Death Stranding 2 on the beach coming out this spring, or this summer. What else has already been out? Doom the Dark Ages is coming out in less than 2 weeks.
It's cool to be a gamer again. We waited for this moment.
Oh my God, 2025 is big, huge for gaming. But Switch 2! The Switch!
It's coming as well. Like I said, it's too much.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I love it.
So thank God this is coming out in a year.
We got time to chill. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for our trailer reaction review and breakdown for the highly anticipated Grand Theft Auto 6 GTA 6. As always, if you want to support our channel, we do appreciate it if you would just take 1 second to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let us know in the comments, are you excited for Grand Theft Auto 6? Is there something else on the horizon that you are excited to play? And is this a day one purchase for you? And with that, I am the real Jussy.
I'm Peter Parkour, and like we always say around here,
keep it real.